What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me tonight. Now, tonight I want to go over with you one of the best opportunities we had last week on the DJ 30. All right. Now, keep in mind as we go over this video that we are looking for the same shit over and over. All right. The market does the same things over and over again. All right. The trader is the variable. All right. You need to know what you're looking for. And as a reminder of what you're looking for, okay, there's only two templates. All right. There's only two types of trades: buy low and sell high. There's only two templates: dump and pump, or pump and dump. Now, if you are looking at a dump and pump template, this will always begin with a peak formation high that begins the dump. If you're looking for a pump and dump template, this will always begin with a peak formation low that begins the pump. Okay? This will become your target. This will become your target, and you can plan your trades in advance. All right. Once you understand exactly what it is you're looking for, and what you're looking for is this pattern. Okay. Those templates. All right. So here is Monday of the week. Okay. So remember, Monday is our opening range of the week. Monday sets the initial high and low of the week. All right. This Monday closes higher than the open and puts in a new highest closing price of the month. Tuesday is the initial balance. Okay. Tuesday often expands the range. We can expect either a trend trade or a reversal trade on Tuesday. On this particular Tuesday, we expand the range to the upside with a trend trade on day 2. We get our second higher close, and again, a new highest closing price of the month. Wednesday now is the midpoint range of the week. Wednesday is always day 3 of the weekly day count. The previous day gave us the highest closing price of the month and of the week, which means I am looking for shorting opportunities. All right. I'm short biased, meaning that my brain, my eyes just sort of see selling opportunities better than buying opportunities, okay? And I enjoy trading reversal trades. So if it's a reversal short trade, that's exactly what my eyes pick out the easiest, okay? That's why I'm constantly showing you guys examples that look exactly like what we're about to look at. All right, so this is Wednesday, and this is 9:25. All right, we stop here at 9:25. So this is everything that you would see leading into the session. All right, so I can show you guys exactly what I'm looking for. All right, now don't get caught up on reading candlesticks. All right, we are looking for templates. We are reading market structure, and that's going to tell us 95% of what we need to know. The last little bit is our entry criteria, because by this point, we're already going to know our target, right? That's going to give us our entry. So all you need to know is where you're putting your stop loss. You know what I'm saying? And when to get in, your entry criteria. That's it. So you can see this red line here. That's the previous day's high of the day. So here, just before the open, we break the high of the day. Okay, we break the previous day's high. That is a breakout, which puts this market on our watch list, right? This is where we're going to see evidence of trapped traders, okay, on the wrong side of the market for a reversal trade in accordance with the highest close of the month shorting opportunity, okay? We've triggered higher time frames into the market, okay? There are pending buy orders there, whether those are sell stops or if those are breakout pending orders. There are buy orders sitting above that level, okay, that need to be triggered into this market. Now you can see that before that, we put in this peak formation low and begin to pump up heading into the New York session. This low becomes our potential target for the short trade from the high of the day on a market in breakout. Okay, and once we break out, we can then zoom into a smaller time frame or a lower time frame to inspect the behavior of price in the timing window, okay, to look for our entry. We have our target. Remember, we always want to be able to identify a clear target before we ever start to think about entries. If you can do this, I'm telling you, it's going to help you out so much. Find that peak formation low or find that peak formation high that becomes the anchor point for your template. All right. In this case, we have this peak formation low, which is going to become the target for a pump and dump. Okay. And this is the actual template, right? And you can see here at the high of the day, this is a 1 minute chart. We have a big M pattern here at the high of the day, all right? That M pattern on a 5 minute chart is an engulfment or a 15-minute pin hammer, all right? On this 1 minute chart, we have this large M, and we would be getting in at the break of that middle structure, okay? This is our entry window. Now, from the bottom of that entry window to that target is 100 pips, and that's 100 pips of completely sizable, scalable, rinse and repeat profit. You understand? Now, this market does move another 200 pips beyond this level, beyond that target, okay? And you could hold for that. What I might do is close 75, 80% of my position down right here, peel that profit off the table, right? And then let the rest run until I'm comfortable to close. You understand what I'm saying? So this, you should screenshot this. It's a great chart. This is a 3-session setup, right? But this template formed between 5 o'clock and 9:30. So the template didn't take 3 days. It took 3 days, but it culminated in this template on the day. Okay. It didn't take all 3 sessions. It just took from 5 to 9 to really get this template to form. So you can be looking for this, as we go into the session, right? So here, when we zoom out, this is what the entire thing looks like put together, okay? Remember, we had Monday goes higher, Tuesday goes higher. We close the highest closing price of the month, coil sideways, put in the peak formation low before the session, pump up, break out, trigger those traders, okay? We've got evidence of trapped traders at the high of the day, high of the week level, traders who are unknowingly buying the high of the day and the high of the week, all right? They're taken immediately into drawdown by the engulfment, okay? That engulfment, it's called an engulfment because it engulfs those traders' entries, okay? They're immediately in drawdown, feeling pain. Smart money is stealing money, okay? The few are stealing money from the many. All right. Lots of people were buying here. They see we got multiple days going higher. So when we break out, they say, look, we're going higher again. Let me buy this market. And then they are trapped. Okay. And we go straight from high of day to low of day. Okay. We go right back to where the original breakout on the week begins. Okay. This is the push that is responsible for the breakout of Monday's high. Okay. And then ultimately the breakout of Tuesday's high. We pull right back down into that level. Okay. Now, as just a bonus for this video, right? Remember what we just looked at here. Okay. Here's the trade. Now let's look at the next day. Okay. So here's Wednesday. We're going to go forward and look at Thursday. Isn't that interesting? We had the exact same trade 2 days in a row. The only thing that's really different, all right, is that up here, this red line, this is the previous day's high. So we don't break out, okay? But we're trading back into the previous day's high, okay? We don't have to go all the way back up there. We're going back in, we're working that high before breaking down. And even here, okay, before 9:30, this is our current high of the day. We break that level here, which is triggering higher time frame traders in the market. Maybe not daily time frame traders, but 4-hour time frame traders. They're triggered into this market. They're buying the high of the day, okay? and then they engulf. Okay, their entries are engulfed and their accounts are being eaten into, and you'll see them on Reddit crying tomorrow, all right, or whatever, right? You understand? So, and again, you see this template. It forms from 7 a.m. to 9:30, so really 3 hours. We got an hour up, an hour sideways, an hour down. That is the template. This is all you're looking for, okay? This could be 3 days. This could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You understand what I'm saying? Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or it could be 3 sessions. This could be Tokyo, London, New York on the day, right? Or it could be like this, where the template forms going into the session, right? So I hope this video makes sense. I hope you get something from it. Give me some feedback in the comments, please. I appreciate y'all, man. And until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.